Were you possibly involved in a wreck the other day?
No, sir.
That's your car right there on the 3rd.
Yes, sir, it is.
You are the suspect of a hit and run case.
I need to sit down.
Sit down, dude. Yeah. Relax.
Oh, God damn, dude. The dude was unconscious.
When we got here, he was laying like
face down
right
this
here.
way. How's the guy?
I never said you hit a person.
I saw it on the news. I lied to you about that.
Critical.
I ruined my life.
Newly released bodycam footage captures the chilling aftermath of a hit-and-run in Georgia that left an innocent cyclist dead. The 24-year-old suspect didn't stop following the crash. Instead, he sped off, convinced the small-town police department wouldn't be able to catch him. Spy Network has consulted a team of lawyers to maintain investigative accuracy. But as always, all suspects should be considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
I got a collar and get a bullet or something.
How's he looking?
I got it back to the left. If somebody gets these spots, you might win. Hang tight, partner. Hang tight, partner. Hang tight. We're here.
Hey, we're here, bud.
We're here, bud.
Still for us, okay?
No, we're I tried to get the license plate, but they were all over the place.
They lost control right here,
yeah,
and then tried to get back on the road, and then tore out.
Where did they hit him?
They hit him behind him. He was going across.
He was on the sidewalk?
He was on the sidewalk. Oh, he went right on the sidewalk. It looked almost
The
purposeful.
car went up on the sidewalk here.
Where was it? The car came up on the sidewalk here?
Yeah.
Right up here. It looked like he almost lost control, like right around here. Tried to come back, but he went right on it and hit the guy right from behind.
So apparently he came back on the sidewalk back there. It looks like he might have kicked up some of the grass over there. The half-ball vehicle. Yeah, and then they said he came back on here and smacked the guy on the sidewalk. So,
as officers further investigate the scene, they discover broken pieces of a front bumper, seemingly belonging to a silver SUV. Additionally, tire track patterns and scratches across the road lead officers to believe at least one of the vehicle's tires had popped during the crash. When Officer Lupo begins scanning through the town's surveillance cameras, it doesn't take long before he finds a potential match.
is that it? Should have damage right there.
And that tire looked flat.
Yeah, it looks like he left some scrape marks on the sidewalk. They line up with the depressions that I'm seeing in the dirt up there. I'm going to grab some photos. Where's the last block hit at?
That was at Victory and Kellogg, going out of the county.
Put that out?
No, not yet.
Did we call the RO on that?
Not yet. Where'd he get hit at? Would have been right here.
Yeah, I would have been.
Because in that picture, it shows that tire popped.
In the picture, it looks like his tire's blown.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
I don't think he's going to get very far.
There's a scrape. But there's a scrape over there on the sidewalk where it leads to tire marks in the grass where he went back onto the roadway. It lines up. We'll see. I'm going to grab more photos just in case. Did they say anything else about this guy? About his injuries?
They said he's currently alert. He has a big
While medics work to provide life-saving measures to the victim, 78-year-old Charles Johnson, he would pass away while being transported to the hospital, officially declaring this hit and run as a homicide. By using the photos captured from the town's surveillance cameras, detectives are able to match the license plate to 24-year-old Joseph Tillman, a local resident currently studying at Georgia Highlands College. Investigators spend the next 2 days reviewing additional evidence captured on the surveillance cameras and build a strong enough case to be confident on Joseph's involvement. So, 2 days later, they report to Joseph's parents' house, armed with an array of incriminating details against Joseph.
How you doing?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Good. I'm Sergeant Lupo. Sorry, I didn't mean to get your feet on that, man.
Don't worry about it.
I'm Sergeant Lupo from the Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir.
I guess that's your sister?
Yeah.
She said you drive a silver Q50 Infiniti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Understand that I have very limited knowledge, okay? I was just asked to come out here and talk to you a little bit about
Were you possibly involved in a wreck the other day? Because I know there's damage to your mirror.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, I did that probably about a month ago. It's a neighborhood over off of like Shallowford.
Okay.
I was going to my buddy's house and I wasn't paying attention and I hit a mailbox.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Is your car here right now?
It is.
Would you mind if I look at it real quick? I don't want to search it or nothing. I just want to look at the exterior. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
I'll follow you, man.
It is a little messed up.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
3 weeks.
Do you mind if I step in here?
Okay, man.
Man. Would you mind if I grab my camera and just take a couple pictures of this?
Okay.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just go grab it. Just hang out here for a second. I'll come grab it. I'll be right back. At least stay in the dry, man. Don't be out in the rain.
Yes, sir.
The officer would proceed to take dozens of photos of the vehicle and would confirm the damages match perfectly with the vehicle seen on the surveillance camera. He'd continuously tell Joseph he has little knowledge of the incident, despite being one of the lead investigators on scene, in order to keep Joseph calm. He'll use this false sense of security to bluntly confront Joseph in just a few minutes.
This is to try and figure out what we can say you were or were not involved. So like I said, I'm going to grab a couple more pictures and I'll try and get some information to explain to you a little bit better here in a second, okay?
It's all good, man.
And you said this thing's been here, when did this happen?
3 or 4 weeks ago.
3 or 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
You haven't driven it since then? Today's the 6th. Okay, so this is where you're going to start being honest with me, dog?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'm going to be cool with you. You got to be cool with me.
Yes, sir.
Alright, and I'm going to be honest with you the whole step of the way. But you got to be honest with me.
Yes, sir.
That's your car right there on the 3rd.
Yes, sir, it is.
Going on the road.
Yes, sir, it is.
I know exactly what stretch of roadway it was on at the time that picture was taken. The picture was taken about an hour previous to that on the other end of Eagle Drive County Parkway with no damage in the car. There wasn't a mailbox. I already know those. I'm not going to ask questions I don't know the answers to.
Yes, sir.
I need to know what happened at the wreck
Okay.
at Town Lake and Wingate.
Okay.
I need you to be honest with me. Because honesty goes a lot farther with anybody than lying.
Yes, sir.
So what happened?
The last thing I'll tell you the honest truth, the last thing I remember is I was going down that hill by that assisted living, and I had a friend in the car, and he looked over and my head was in between the seat and the door, and I was just passed out. And I had nothing to drink, I had nothing in my system,
Okay.
but he looked over and I was passed out, and then whenever I woke back up, I was coming up towards Hobgood, and he was like, "Hey dude, you just hit a curb and your car up," and I'm like, "Oh my God."
Okay.
So went back to my house.
Okay. Have you heard anything in the media of what happened?
Not.
Okay. Your friend that was with you, we can talk with them and kind of corroborate some of that story?
Yeah, no, I mean, he was in the car with me. He said that whenever I woke up, whenever I came to, he was like, "You just ran up on the curb."
Okay. Did he mention anything else that you ran up on?
No.
Okay. So here's what I need to do. Your vehicle is evidence of a hit and run. Okay. And I'm being full disclosure with you. I'm trying to talk to you and be honest with you. I'm not trying to play any games with you, okay?
I would appreciate you.
You are the suspect of a hit and run case where somebody was injured. Okay? And obviously I have all of the camera footage in that area, and it was just a matter of figuring out where you were and coming and talking to you.
I understand.
Okay? So I am going to make some...
I assume that I just ran up on the curb.
Okay. I'm assuming it's probably not drivable at this point?
No.
Okay. Where did you, so after you came to and your friend kind of told you what happened, you said you came straight home?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me...
I need to sit down.
Sit down, dude. Yeah. Relax.
God damn, dude. I would not have just left if I knew that was the case, man.
So what's your friend's name? Obviously, with these kind of things, understand people lie to me. Okay?
Yeah.
People lie to me all the time.
But it also makes things 10 times worse.
It does make things 10 times worse, and that's why I kind of led with what I led with. Okay? So things I have to consider when working these investigations. Okay? I have to consider reckless driving, aggressive driving, DUI, obviously hit and run, passing school buses, improper passing, a whole litany of traffic violations that occurred, one of which is distracted driving. Okay, I know you said you were passed out. Are you sure your phone was not involved in any of that?
I think I was probably on my phone.
You were probably on your phone?
Yeah, I think I got a text from my girlfriend. I looked down, wasn't paying attention. But, like, I'm being 100%.
So the passing out thing, that was
Well, I'm being 100% sure honest with you. Like, I don't remember going up on the curb and coming off of it.
Okay.
So
were you looking down at your phone? Were you looking up at your phone? Do you think that had something to do with it?
Honest to God, like my friend said, he looked over and that my head was like this, but I feel like that would have just been me how I usually like am just relaxing. But I don't know if it was like the shock of going up or whatever. But I don't remember from the assisted living home to getting to like Hopkins Park.
And you think some of that was you reading or sending a text to your girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
Distracted driving. Yeah, can I call my dad real quick and at least tell him kind of what's going on?
I'll let you do that.
Please.
Okay. Just not right this second. Okay. Let me make a phone call. I'm just going to step right there. If you would just hang out right there. Again, I have to keep eyes on you. You're not under arrest.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, I told you you're a suspect, so you're kind of being detained right now, but you're not under arrest. Okay. You don't see any bracelets on or handcuffs on or anything like that.
Yes, sir. I understand.
After dismantling Joseph's sleuth of lies, the officer asks Joseph to consent to a home search, which he would oblige to. And while the search wouldn't lead to any further evidence, what Joseph says after would reveal just how much he truly knows about the incident.
How's the guy? Or the person?
I never said you hit a person.
I saw it on the news. I lied to you about that.
Okay. Critical. Okay. And again, I'm being honest with you, man.
I ruined my life.
No, don't. I can kind of sympathize with where you're at, man. I can try to understand, but I'm telling you, you're being cool with us. That goes a long way.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
And that says a lot to a judge and a jury if it ever gets that far.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's work together and figure out how we work through this thing. Okay. Like I said, you've been cool so far. You're on the right track. I know there's been a couple discrepancies so far. I'll let those slide. But moving forward, I would make sure that those discrepancies start to disappear.
Yes, sir.
Again, I'm standing here because I already have a lot of answers to this. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My captain is about to be here. He's going to hang out with you.
Officer Lupo switches places with the department's sheriff and asks another officer to track down the friend Joseph claims was in the vehicle at the time of the crash. Using the number Joseph provided, the officer makes contact, arriving at the friend's home less than an hour later. The officer doesn't realize it yet, but the two had already corroborated on an alibi to cover up what took place just seconds before the brutal crash.
It's all right. I knocked for a minute, but I guess you didn't hear me.
No, I heard him barking, but I was on the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You probably know why I'm here?
Yeah.
Okay. You mind telling me just...
Yeah, I'll give you a rundown.
Sure.
You want the whole day, or...?
Sure. I mean, if you give me a 24-hour pre-trip, if you're with him that long.
No, but I was with him from lunchtime till the end of that day.
Okay.
So we went to lunch at game day.
Okay.
Around like 12, I think.
Okay.
We were probably there for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then we left from there, went to Parkview by Longhorns, and our buddy lives there. We were getting money because he worked for him the day before.
Okay.
And then we were going to Chevron, and we're going down past Hillside. And we're going, and he kind of veers towards the curb. And I look over at him, and he's just like kind of out of it, sitting in a seat. Like, it was, I don't know. And then I like kind of look at him, and then we slam the curb, pop up on it, and he like comes back to. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And I heard the tire pop, everything.
Yeah.
So he takes it to his house, and then that's when I just found out earlier today what y'all were there for.
Okay. Does he abuse drugs?
I've known him forever. We've been roommates. We went to Hillside together. We played football, baseball. I've known him for probably 15 years, 15, 20 years.
Okay. So you don't have any kind of inclination as to why he would have...
No, we weren't drinking at game day that day or anything. I mean, we went for lunch, went and got the money, headed to Chevron.
Okay.
Based on Remington's recount, it seems as though the crash could have genuinely been the result of a medical episode that resulted in Joseph passing out. Nearly a month would pass following this footage when Remington would reach back out, likely on the advice of an attorney, saying he wants to tell the full truth and that lying to officers was a serious mistake. Since he was a passenger, this choice could be the difference between walking away with no charges or facing a similar fate to Joseph.
And I think I told you that the other day that this thing was spiraling out.
That night I left there, I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah. And then the deeper we get into it, the more evidence we find, it's getting crazy. So I'm happy you decided to come back with us. I want to start I want you to tell me from like the moment you woke up that morning
Okay.
to the minute you went to bed that night.
Okay.
Okay. To the best of your knowledge, the best of your recollection, walk me through what happened that day, March 3rd.
Okay.
Is the day, just so I'm clear. I know you're probably going to refer to Joseph as Joe.
Joe.
Okay.
Yeah. I woke up that morning at 3027 Iron Hill Way at my parents' house.
Yep.
I think I hung out there throughout the morning, just normal day.
Okay.
And then Joey texted me. He's like, let's go get lunch before. So I met him at game day between 12 and 12:30. We sat there from probably 12:30 to 2:30. In that time, I think I had 2 Michelob Ultras, 2 Vegas bombs, and I believe that he had 2 Tito Sprites, and I think he had 2 shots as well.
Okay.
What day of the week was this?
This was Sunday, March 3rd.
Sunday.
We finished up at game day around 2:30. When we left, we went to Galaxy Smoke Shop.
Galaxy Smoke Shop, where's that at?
I think it's across from Wendy's on Talent Parkway.
Okay. What happened to Galaxy Smoke Shop?
He went in there and bought a box of stuff called Galaxy Gas.
Okay.
Galaxy gas, or flavored nitrous oxide, is often laughed at online for just how stupid of a drug it is. While giving a short-term euphoria, inhaling even small amounts can lead to oxygen deprivation to the brain. Paired with a multitude of alcohol, including 2 shots, it helps explain why Joseph really passed out behind the wheel.
All right, what happened after that?
We leave there, go to Chris's, which is at Parkview. On the way there, he was hitting the Galaxy Gas.
Okay.
When we left Chris's, we go up to Town Lake. I think we turn around in Town Lake and we're going to Chevron.
Well, continue, I'm sorry.
Okay. So we were going down the Parkway, and that's when we go past Rose Creek, and we're coming down the hill towards the accident. And we're going down, and that's when I start feeling us get close to the curb, and I look over right before the intersection. He's passed out. So I look up as we're going through the intersection. I can see the bicycle, but it was so fast. I look back at Joey, shaking him, and that's when he hit the guy. I kept shaking him. He came back to, and he's like, "What just happened?" I was like, "You hit somebody." I was like, "Turn around," and he's like, "I'm not turning around. My life's over." Go up to the intersection of Chevron, turns right, goes down past the back entrance of Hobgood, and turns left in that first neighborhood. I think that's where he turned around, heads back to Chevron, turns left and goes in the back entrance to Wellesley and goes to his dad's house.
After Remington gave officers his entire timeline for the day, he introduces another side to the story that officers were yet to hear, one that sheds light on what led to Joseph making such a terrible decision in the first place.
Pulls in the driveway and then puts the car in the garage, goes inside, tells his dad that he just hit somebody.
Did you go in with him?
I did.
Okay.
They go outside, continue looking at the car, and then come back in a few minutes later, and his dad's like, "Okay, Larry, you sure you hit somebody?" And I was like, "I'm sure he did, and I watched it." So his dad's like, "Let's get in the car." We get in the car, go out the Wellesley entrance on Rose Creek,
Okay.
turn left, go back up to the intersection of Town Lake, turn left and go back past the accident, and see cops and everything there.
And where was everybody
I was
seated?
in the front passenger seat, Joe was laying in the back.
He was laying in the back?
When they drove by, I believe he laid down in the back.
Okay.
Any reason for that? Or
I think he was just freaking out. His dad was like, "Well, we're not 100% sure that you did it or not." And then I think that's one thing, his dad, I think, was kind of just like in disbelief for the whole situation. And then, I mean, I don't know how a father is. Mine would have probably taken me back and kicked me out of the seat of the car at the scene. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's more he just didn't want to believe that his son had done it.
Okay, so it's, it's now the 20th.
Yeah.
So it's been
Oh, yeah.
17 days.
Yeah, something like that.
So between the 3rd and now, was there conversations between Joey and his dad and you about not saying anything?
Between me and Joey on text, nothing really. His dad put us in a group message and said, "We don't speak of this."
And Dad sent that?
Yes.
Do you know Dad's number? I know you don't have your phone, but...
Actually,
okay.
I do have it memorized.
Okay.
While Joseph's dad allegedly helping cover up the fatal crash is sickening, it will very rarely come with any real legal consequences, unless he actually assists Joseph in covering up evidence. Regardless, these allegations give detectives enough reason to bring him in for questioning, where they'll soon learn the family's complete and utter disregard for the victim.
But to the best of your memory, what do you remember when Joey got home and you interacted with him?
I'd been at my girlfriend's Saturday night. I got home Sunday, sometime after lunch, was watching golf on TV and was actually taking a nap on the couch. Joey and Remington came in. They both seemed to be a little bit shook up. And Joey said, "Dad, I've been in an accident."
Okay.
And my first response was, "Are you okay? You and Remington okay?" "Yeah, Dad, we're okay." I said, "Tell me what happened." He and Remington told me the exact same story. That I didn't know where they had been previously. I didn't know anything about going to game day, or I didn't know. All he told me was that they were coming down Town Lake Parkway. That Joey got lightheaded for a minute. That they were playing the music. I remember him saying they were playing the music really loud, and that they hit the curb. And that was when I took Remington to get it struck. That is when I said, "You know what? Let's drive by that area." When you told me that day, I go up and down that road all the time. But I said, "Let's drive by that area and let's see, what happened." Fairly early in the evening, my daughter, we were sitting there watching TV, and she said, "Oh my God, Dad, they arrested a guy for the hit and run." And I said, "What?" And she said, she said, I don't remember the girl's name, that's the daughter-in-law. She said, "I'm in this small group with this girl, and it was her father-in-law that got hit, and they've arrested somebody for the hit and run." And so at that point, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know if I was being told the truth, if they were not telling the truth. I did not know what to think because somebody had been arrested. In my mind, I was thinking maybe, like, did this other young man hit this guy, and maybe Joey hit him after the fact? I didn't know. And my mindset was, I just need to sleep on this and figure out the best course of action in the morning.
Text message conversations between y'all. Do you remember some of the text message conversations that you had, either in a group between the three of y'all, or separately between you and Remington? Or
not until later that evening.
Okay.
Joey texted me a message about traffic cameras.
Okay.
And that piqued my curiosity, and I knew that, I assumed that that it was a school camera because it was right there by Baskin, kind of in a school zone, and that caused me to kind of look at something about school cameras. But that was all I recall.
I want to focus from these two messages. That first message in that bracket, is that sent from you or is that sent from Remington?
Which, this one?
Yeah, is that from you or is that from Remington?
It's not from me.
Okay.
That's disgusting.
So that's sent from Remington, and then the next one down, that is from your phone number, and the response is already hidden.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain to me what messages he's asking to be deleted that you said already were?
I honestly don't recall.
Okay.
I honestly don't recall.
Do you remember having a group message between the three of them? Between Joey, Remington, and yourself?
I honestly don't recall. I don't recall. I may have.
Joseph's father would go on to explain he fully believed Joseph had just hit a curb, even after seeing ambulances and a handful of police vehicles at the crime scene. 2 days later, an official arrest is made in the case. On March 22, 2024, Joseph Tillman is taken into custody and charged in connection with the fatal hit and run. According to court records, the charges include homicide by vehicle, felony hit and run, making a false statement, DUI, and reckless driving, with multiple counts later consolidated as the case moved forward. In August 2025, Tillman ultimately enters a guilty plea under Georgia's first offender framework. The court imposes a 20-year sentence, structured as 3 years of confinement, and the remaining on probation. During trial, the victim's grieving wife took the stand, deciding to forgive Joseph and give him a hug she claimed he so desperately needed.